Hey guys, Zoom back. Take 3 for this video. Uh, just kind of, it's a very, very nuanced idea that is hard to get across without a ton of thought process and writing stuff down. So I think I have it at least good enough now. But anyways, enough about me. This one is going to be why disorders aren't cool to copy. I've just seen this a lot, like the big 3 that I'll go ahead and I'll say from what I've seen online is depression, autism, and anxiety. People just kind of just go without like their only basis is, well, I think I have it or I feel I do, so I do. And humans are not logical whatsoever. Most of our things are based off of emotional decisions, and even when we do make logical decisions, it tends to be based on an emotional thing. Like, I could either get a $2 coffee or a $3 coffee. Get the $2 one. That's a logical choice, but the illogical part was you just wanting the coffee. Like, even if you knew it didn't benefit you, you just like the taste. So that's one. That's one right there. That's the big 3. To make it easier for me, I'm going to use my stuttering. First off, I'll give an example here. If there's 100 people or so, and one person has a stutter, everyone can kind of it can be diagnosed and then go, hey, this person has a stutter. This is how this is just how the person is. That's it. And then everybody kind of goes, oh, okay, that makes sense. But if half those people claim to have it and then start imitating it when they don't actually have it, that comes across as an issue, because now it's not just this one thing that the one person has. It's now a trait that everyone is copying, and because it's so popular now, the people who actually have it aren't being treated how they should be, because it's like, oh, everyone knows that a lot of people are faking this, so this person could be faking it too. So even though I have a stutter, if 50 other people say they do and start giving really bad examples of stuttering, they might just other people who don't have it might just start talking over me when I start stuttering, going, this guy's just faking it, which sucks for me, and it sucks for the person who's even imitating it, because stuttering is not a good thing. If I could just magically snap my fingers, it would go away, because it just sucks. It's not as sucky as other stuff, but hey, it's just how it is. And another thing is guilty by association, where if a person claims to have a stutter and they do something bad or whatever, they could give stuttering a bad reputation, which is unfair to me, because they don't have it. I do. So, but because their actions are going to be associated with me. Yes, it's not fair to me, but it's just how it is. I can't get rid of it. And I'll keep continuing about my point with the humans are not logical whatsoever. Is that we, especially younger people, kids included, like to do stuff that is seen as cool, and for everyone, their mind oftentimes, if something is wrong, it jumps to the worst case scenario. Like, that's your first thought. Like, you fell down on the floor and you're like, oh my god, I just broke my arm. In reality, you probably just got a bruise. That's it. But that's your brain trying to protect you, going, if it thinks of the worst case first, then it can do something as fast as possible to help you. So that makes sense. We have a negativity bias. So that's not really logical. And we like to do stuff that is cool. And really, what kind of defines cool in the group is what people, what would give us status in whatever group. One thing that's cool to one person is not cool to another because they hang out with different people. Where if one person did something, they gain more status from it. So a big problem that I'm seeing online is a lot of people online are going, I have this mental illness, and it's like being paraded as this very awesome, cool thing because they have a lot of followers or they just see other people doing it a lot. It's like this trend, and it's like you number one, you probably don't actually have it. You're probably just it's for like a chameleon effect where you're just seeing so many other people do it that you just unconsciously or consciously do it yourself. So that's not great. I think I'm done with my rant. I I think I gave a pretty good example and everything was pretty concise. Um, I've tried to be nuanced. I think it could be better, but this is already my third take. I think I'm gonna put this one out. This one is pretty decent. Mm, yeah, I think I'm done. So here's your homework for today. This one's gonna be more conceptual out there, but try to see people as people with something rather than just a person who does something. Like oftentimes we relegate that oh, this person is a sports fan, and when you picture a sports fan, it's like, well, this this, I guess this is my point of view of like sports fan. If the epitome of a word was a person, like they're not very smart, they are very emotional about their team, they eat like wings and beer a lot, just stuff like that. So overall, what's that word? Stereotypes. Try and just be aware. Like stereotypes exist, you can't get rid of them, but just be aware of them, that you have a tendency to do that in your own head, and that's not fair to that other person. So, but you can't stop it yourself. You can't stop others from doing it, and they exist. You can't stop them from existing. You can only just be aware of it and then just take action from there. So I think that's pretty good homework. Try and get rid of, well, not get rid of them, but try and see other people without stereotypes. Yeah, I'm done. So remember to be aware, analyze, and go conquer your day.